Got our reel, we're spooled up with line, we've tied our leader on. What do we put on the bottom? Well, we've discussed a bit about the current and the water depth, and as I said, we've jigged in depths up to about 700 feet. When there's no current, it is possible to get a conventional heavy style jig with a soft plastic to the bottom, and they work very effectively. But really only you can do that on the calmest of conditions and when there's no current. The alternative, and what most people would use, is a knife jig with an assist rig hook. These are designed with a weight bias to the bottom so that when you drop it in the water, it will plummet down very rapidly. It's not going to twist and tumble, it just goes straight down and gets to the bottom fast. And the assist rig hook is attached to that eyelet at the top simply by looping it through the eye and pulling it tight. Surprisingly enough, that's where the fish bite the jig. They generally get hooked around the mouth latch, so you get positive hookups but easy releases. Knife jigs come in a massive range of weights and colours, from about 150 grams up to in excess of 400 grams. There's many brands, there's many styles and many price points, but very worthwhile having an array or an arsenal of knife jigs in your kit for that deep water fishing. So in summary, there's a few things that we need to remember which are critical for successful deep water jigging. The electronics package on the boat plays an immense part. You need to know where you're going and what water depth you're in. It's pointless driving around the ocean with no marks just thinking you're going to trip over fish. You've got to find your mark, so a GPS system is essential to store those waypoints so you can get to where you're going. Have a search around, find the bottom structure with the fish marking on it, determine the current, which the GPS will probably tell you your rate of drift with the current or the wind, work out the direction you need to drift back on the fish, have someone on the throttle using the boat and stalling it a little bit for you in position, put your bait or your jig down to the bottom, that mechanical jigging action that Guesty was so good at and showing you how it worked with that big double hookup he had. That is the first critical thing you need to have. Second is the right gear. It is expensive, it can be reasonably priced to start off with, but get the best you can afford because it is brutal, the hardest form of fishing you will ever do. You'll get in a world of pain with the wrong gear. The right gear will help immensely. A gimbal bucket is very handy. You don't get medals out there for being a hero and putting yourself through a lot of pain. A gimbal bucket will take a lot of the strain off the groin area those big fish can pull. As we said the other day, the potential for fish out there to get in excess of 50 kilos, I'm not exaggerating. We know of guys who have caught Samson fish in excess of 86 kilos on this kind of tackle. There's massive big cod, bar cod, kingfish, amberjack, Samson fish, a whole host of things out there that will eat these baits, not just the kingies we were catching, which were good fun, but certainly not in the giant range that we were hoping to show you. However, we think we've given you a few tips today that will help you on the water with deep water jigging. I'm John Bell, this is Pure Fishing TV. We'll see you on the water soon somewhere.